Welcome to part 25 of Final Fantasy 15. There was a couple of parts ago, that I went there and picked up this letter to deliver to Dave. Well, he is in the area with the 3Z's motel, so we might as well go across the street and talk to him, because this opens up, eventually, the vaults.
I really owe you boys one.
Make that two.
Can't seem to catch a break. Yeah, looks like they found another one.
Wait, found another what?
Tag. Us hunters keep them on our person at all times as identification.
What, in case you forget who you are?
More like so no one else forgets who they were.
Hunters lead a life of danger. Sometimes these tags are the only things that make it back in one piece. It's our job to deliver them to the families of the fallen. As it were, I came out here to do just that. If y'all happen to find any tags lying around out there, would you do me a favor and send them my way?
Yeah, sure.
Word is somebody spotted a tag around these parts. Try asking the local tipster. He'll point you in the right direction.
And that is exactly what we are going to be doing. Not all of the hunts for the dog tags are like
heavy
this,
stuff.
but Dave shows up in various areas, and all we need to do is talk to him, and he will give you a location of where a tag might be, and all you need to do is just find it. This is actually the first one where we could talk to the proprietor, and they'll tell you exactly where the tags are. More importantly, they'll also start opening up ways for dungeons too at this point,
Saw a Magitech trooper the other day.
if you already cross paths with it. So we're going to have to go and call it a day, because we don't want to be running out in the middle of the night. And I do believe it's this area here where we had memories of Final Fantasy 12. A really great soundtrack. It's criminal that most of the soundtrack isn't on there, but still, it's a great soundtrack.
Looking for a
I
place to
will,
stay, ain't
however,
ya?
say that it is
Let's call it
bullshit
a
that
day.
11 still
Soft
had
beds, baby.
majority of the soundtracks on the game, because it have like 5 discs. 11's not even that great of a game, and I'll drop it after that. Whatever the case, folks, after we take a rest in Longwythe, that's what the name of this town is. I didn't really know the name of this town until later. We're just going to go on ahead, and we are going to get started on hunting for these dog tags. I'm going to be taking this picture because, well, that looks rather cool, to be honest. And if you haven't noticed, every new lens that Prompto has, and, well, technically Noctis, because he also takes pictures with the camera as well. Every new lens they have, Prompto will end up randomly taking pictures.
Make tracks. Chop chop, Prompto.
I mean, his level is going up, and all we have to do is just walk around. Gladio, I think we have to walk around and get into battles before his levels go up. But I will have to go to campsites to raise Ignis's cooking. It's Noctis's fishing that's going to be the problem, because he's going to need a better rod in order for him to fish more. So, now we need to go over to this area here where the GPS is leading us, and we'll have to pick up a tag, or at least the location of a tag. Come on, X
Came
button.
from there.
Well, Time to go get the dog tag. Oh wait, there's actually ingredients over there. I should pick those up. But
Maybe this way?
dog tag first. Because after all, we have all the time in the world to do it up until dark. And this is where the dog tag is. Right in the midst of saber claws or saber flames or whatever the hell you want to call them. I don't care, they're all dead. They're level 5 fodder because of the
Let's go.
Indeed.
well, there's a tag, as I was saying, but they're level 5 fodder because of the fact that this is basically what we're going to be doing on the first mission. I mean, all the missions that when you first started are like between level 5 and 10. The game expects you to be at a low level when you come here. But by the time you do, it'll be a higher level because you do take rests and have to go to sleep and don't want to be out when the demons are out, because that would be really, really stupid. So without further ado, let's go over and go to Dave
I could really chug one
and give
back
him this
right now.
dog tag because, well, another one bit the dust to level 5 monsters. How sad.
Found one already, huh? You done good.
Just picking up the pieces, I guess.
Well, try to keep your spirits up. Even though I ain't one to talk, I beat myself up over the lives of the hunters I couldn't save. That's what each one of these tags means to me. They hurt. But if I let that grief keep me from looking for them, then their tags and their lives will be forgotten forever. And that'd hurt more than anything.
Yeah, guess you're right.
You know, that's why I tell all my hunters to collect any tag they see, and I expect you boys to go out and do the same.
Some new locations, which of course Dave will be in. He'll start showing up throughout the entirety of Lucius. I think that's the kingdom. But whatever the case, or Insomnia, whichever one comes first, but the fact is, we do have to also finish up some side quests too, because
Everything in order.
yeah,
Yep.
we do have some of the goods that Takka need, and we also picked up something rather interesting while we were over in Raveto. There was a sky gemstone or a glass gemstone. I think it was a glass gemstone that we picked up from Raveto, and now we can go on ahead and improve the engine blade. Eventually, we'll have to unlock a quest where we have to fight spiricorns, and that is where we're going to get the ultimate blade from if we break a spiricorn's horn to get a sturdy helix horn. But whatever the case, just quick traveling over to Lestalem would make things a hell of a... Not Lestalem, I meant Hammerhead would make a hell of a lot easier time, because driving can get stale and repetitive, and nobody would want to watch that.
Could use a bite to eat.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now, there are some times where you have to actually do drive because there
Come on,
are
that's not-
some cutscenes. But that's not the case most of the time.
All right. I'll give you a call when it's ready.
Now,
You slack
Sid
it off.
will call you once the
Y'all
sword is
brace
ready.
yourself for power.
Then afterwards, you will be able to access, or at least access the quest to try to get a better engine blade 2, which would entail you to get the Ultima blade. Now then, I do have Lestalem's Finest, which I have yet to complete, because I started this in part 15, I do believe. Now we can go over
Yep.
and oh, excuse me, sorry. We could go over and we can start this quest because all we're basically doing is trying to recover a truck that's being attacked. That's it. And needless to say, it might be a truck of beans, much to Noctis's dismay. Yes, we know he can't stand vegetables. But it's those quirky things that you actually love about Noctis. I mean, come on. There's a lot of kids who back in the day will not eat their vegetables because, well, depending on how it cooks, they look gross. But eventually you'll start eating your vegetables and find out that either one, they're very good, or two, you're allergic to them.
See that?
I found out the latter in most of them.
Yes, but it seems we'll have to fight for it.
And lo and behold, the cargo that is needed for Takka's supplies is surrounded by a Garulessa and several Garulas. So let's go on ahead and start bashing them. Why? Because
I got this.
some of them
You just sit back
actually
and watch how it's
are
done.
good for cooking, and others,
I could show
well,
you a thing or two.
Well then, by all means.
they're just in the way. We have to kill
Inside,
them.
This could be bad.
So we'll just stay out of it.
And boom! Take that!
Inside, I hate you. Get back!
Whoa! Oh, come on! I thought I hit him. Wait, I did hit him. Of course, I'm actually doing damage with the Garulessa, but still.
Hey, Ignis, instructions!
All right. I think I got it. There we go. We just need to do 62,000 within a minute and some odd seconds. And I think I got hit, and Prompto is down.
How's it going?
Get up, Prompto.
Could be worse.
You're killing us here.
Gotcha!
But then again, with that objective over there, you don't really need to target the Garulessa. You could just target the other Garulas, and you'll still be able to do damage to them, which in turn would work towards the timer.
Have a new recipe?
Get up, Noctis. Alright, I think we got it right before time expired, because we landed some critical blindside hits on this thing. Take that! Oh, and now we've got company! Oh, that's great! I thought the Garulas were a problem, but now we have Vortooth too! What's next? Imperials above us? Oh yeah, I basically love the Ascension table of me having to unlock the skill where I do blindside attacks, I get AP, and I also do critical hits with warp strikes, I get AP. That's pretty cool. And it's also good that it just saved me from being chopped by those stupid Vortooth. Now then, let's pick up the goods and bring them back to Takka.
All right, let's head back to town.
Alright. I think we were supposed to bring him back to Lestalem. Oh well. Whatever the case, they're eventually going to be back in Takka's possession. I mean, I did accidentally went out of order. I mean...
Everything in order.
Yep.
Yeah, I went out of order accidentally. But don't worry. Don't worry. Takka will eventually get all of his produce. We just have to bring this over to Lestalem, and then afterwards, we'll take what we need, bring it to Takka, and then that'll complete that mission right there. But Takka's missions won't be complete until after we defeat the Adamantoise. So, with that said, we just twiddle our thumbs at looking at this scenery and looking at this city. Yes. Twiddling our thumbs, going do 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 do. No, but on a serious note, ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed twiddling our thumbs. Alright, next thing that I need to mention, we only got a few more parts, probably like 5 or 6 more total before we actually start going into the end of Chapter 3. Once we start going into the end of Chapter 3, then things are going to pick up because Chapter 3, Chapter 4, and Chapter 5 will all go by really fast.
Here we are.
So, with that said, let's head over to the shop in Lestalem and... Oh, right, we don't have anything for Vive. Kinda got used to talking to Vive and getting his, works done. But, we just want to go on ahead and give this guy back his box of stuff. Oh, and by the way, once again, free sample
okay.
will completely refill your HP,
Yeah.
and you won't have to wait
good.
until your
Then come
HP
again
slowly
and tell
but
all
surely
your friends.
regenerates while in town. Well, it actually refilled a good number of it, but it didn't refill a lot. So, let's go head on and give these packages merchandise to this owner right
Welcome
here.
back. Thank you.
That's not
Please
what I
come
meant to
again.
do.
Doesn't
Quest?
get fresher
No.
than I'll be seeing you.
Quest. Activate quest. Thank
I
you.
can't believe you managed to bring it all back.
Our part of the deal's done.
Is this what you came for? Sure. Help yourself. Go nuts.
I'll take as much as I can carry.
Sheesh. Don't hold back or anything. But sure, I guess we do owe you.
Takka, so he will have more produce to sell at his store, at least more ingredients for to make better dishes. Eventually, you'll end up having to do a side quest where Takka will need to get a new recipe ready, and it will involve you killing a monster in order for Takka to get a new recipe. I think most of the restaurants do that. I know Golden Key does. I definitely know Golden Key does, but I think there's one other restaurant that do that. I'm not sure. I do know, however, that eventually we will have to face off against a behemoth in order to make our cup ramen taste even better. Yeah, that's Gladio's idea, in case you're wondering. Oh boy, I have a lot of camps to sleep at, except for the Vesper Pool, because that one has the hardest tour. Well, it's not really hard, more like it's the more aggravating tour, due to the fact that you have to catch the Liege of the Lake. I've never caught that bastard, by the way. But catching the Liege of the Lake is a recipe, so bear that in mind, and I'll bring it up more often. But yes, long load time is long load time, due to the fact it takes them forever to get from point A to point B. And I'm gonna have to refuel this car, and also I need to take back something that I thought was supposed to be a thing, and I thought I said when I first got the Regalia Type D. Yes, it can be customized. And The Regalia Type D can also have new upgrades too.
Wish I could visit Altissia again.
Oh, well, look at all that. You boys brought back a whole truckload.
I took as much as I could carry.
How much?
Nothing.
Whoa! Now, y'all didn't pull a heist, did you?
No. You think I'm a thief?
Forgive me, son. Just reminded me of my own past is all. Must have been 30 years ago. Once tried to steal food from here, till old Sid done caught me. Wrapped me right on the noggin and took me in. This here'll keep you fed, so you won't have to steal.
And we're hearing a lot of Takka's interesting past. That, yeah, he used to be a thief, but then Sid set him straight. And soon we got more stuff to work with. I do believe we have one more quest to take, but that won't be until later. We probably need to get stronger in order for to take that quest. Or more than likely, open up the rest of the story.
But not Takka. Maybe they're for a new dish?
Just hope it's something I can eat.
But for the most part, I am going to be going to sleep.
It's
And
bedtime.
I think I'm going to start taking on like a few more side quests before we go on to chapter 3. And oh, I got myself a AAA. That's nice. And everybody's up at level 32. That's nice too. Well, I kind of surprised that even though we auto traveled, Prompto tends to take pictures, really. Oh, and I was trying to also catch some dialogue, because sometimes Prompto says some very hilarious dialogue with some of the pictures you take. Oh, and by the way, we got a call from Sid.
Swing by when you can.
The Engine Blade 2 is done, so all we need to do is pick it up. And once we do, then we can turn it in to try to get a better engine blade. I would be able to pick up some things, but not right now. The engine blade's much more important. Now I'll talk to
There
you
y'all
before
are.
we actually
Here's
try to
your weapon
end
now.
chapter 3. No, or should I say end, or begin and end chapter 4. Because chapter 4, I'm going to have to reduce the Regalia back to its
Well,
original state.
looks like we got some
Especially
new
in order for
periods
us
in the
to,
making.
you know, complete the task in chapter 4. But in the most part,
If
I
y'all
got
having car
a
trouble,
better
Cindy's
Engine
the
Blade
girl.
3. Which means now, since I have the Engine Blade 3, it is a powerful broadsword, or sword to be honest. But the Ultima Blade is probably one of the strongest swords in the game. Not to mention, it'll get you all of the, well, not all, I should say. It will actually get you some magic. So, which one shall I do? Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Dino's side quest. Might as well get it done. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, as I drive off into the sunrise, I'll see you guys in part 26 when we do more favors for Dino and stop by and possibly get a downed van in the process. See you guys next time on Final Fantasy 15.